Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and we're outside a very interesting, unique property that we're going to show you inside of. And this property is also interesting and unique because I've seen it a few times over the years. It's been for sale a few times. I think a wholesaler may have tried to sell it to me. It's in a very unique location. It's got 5 acres with it, and it's surrounded by gravel pits, which is unique too. Now, that could also be a really good thing in the future because a lot of times gravel pits turn into lakes. And this could have quite a few lakes surrounding it, which usually adds to the value of properties. Now, it's got some interesting outbuildings with it as well that have seen better days. And I was just going to peek in one of them real quick because I'm pretty sure this gives you an idea of what they all look like. Not much to look at from the inside, that's for sure. The house is in much better condition. But like I said, it is extremely unique and very different from most any house you'll see. And here is kind of what it looked like before when I'd seen it in different phases. Now, I think I saw this with a wholesaler or the seller directly, I'm not sure. But these are pictures from when it was for sale. And this was 2015, so different back then. And it was like a literal museum, and a museum with a whole lot of plants. You can believe that. So these are just some of the pictures, and they're not the best pictures in the world, but that's the sunroom before. We'll show you these rooms now. That's the kitchen before, much different now. Kind of the dining room, living room area before. Then you had some bedrooms, which I feel like they look way different now too. The crazy walkway over another living room with another rec room, and then the plants and their museum for art that they had in here. And this place was a bit overwhelming when I saw it back then, just like trying to figure out what is going on, and you had so much stuff in it. I was like, oh man, what is happening with this house? It was crazy. That's the basement area, I believe. It looks so different now. And the horse guy there. And remember that sunroom. That's the second sunroom outside the first sunroom, because we'll talk about that here in a second. And then we didn't go too far outside today because it's snowy and cold. I didn't want to trudge snow everywhere. But yeah, and this was another MLS. It had sold for $355 in 2015. Like I said, I think I saw it before that. Who knows when? At some point, it was 2013 they tried to sell it, and it looked almost exactly the same back then. I think those might be the same pictures, although some of them don't look quite as blurry. Maybe that's because they're smaller. That usually happens with some of these older MLS listings. And then there's a garage. We'll show you that too. The sunroom again, and the crazy patios. It has a yard back then, and all kinds of trees as well. And then that was 2014 they tried to sell it. Those might be some different pictures, but you can see all the art. Those might be a little clearer actually. It's amazing what a difference good pictures make when selling a house. That's why we get professional photos on the properties that we are selling. And then 2002 it was for sale, or yeah, again. And oh, look at that. They still had their museum back then. Okay. So it looks about the same. That's today for sale for $769. Totally different. And then this was a couple of years ago, or last year, well, a year and a half ago, when I saw it for sale too. And it was even more expensive back then. So they'd lowered the price and done some work to it since then. And when I saw it back then, I thought it was really cool. Now there's some issues, some things I don't like with the house. But for the most part, I thought it was very interesting, very unique, and I like houses like that. Obviously, kitchen is different, flooring a little different. It has that same tile, has the walkway, but it's a little different. And they've done some updates, but then kept a lot of the interesting stuff. Well, here is what it looks like today. I remember kind of digging this house and liking it and how it was, not with the museum, but afterwards when it was a little bit cleaned up, not quite as crazy. And we came in here today, and it's still very unique. There's all kinds of stuff going on with it. The beams are cool. It's got a cool walkway. It's a very unique floor plan. A lot of white, a whole lot of white, and a lot of the character is gone. And I'll let you be the judge on if that's good or bad. But just trying to figure out the stairs and what's going on in this place takes some time, and where to go. You've got this landing, you've got that above the garage, you've got the weird patios that are completely different. There's a lot happening. Now, I didn't trudge around in the snow too much, and we didn't, explore the whole yard and outbuildings, but I did get to see all of the house, and we'll kind of show you that. So I decided to go up here because actually while we were here, there was someone else looking at the property too, and I was trying to avoid getting them in my video. But the kitchen is actually the same as it was a year or two ago, but obviously much different from 10 to 20 years ago. They had done some work, but there was still some stuff missing. Like if you saw me point out, that light was gone. And those cabinets were kind of hard to open. They need pulls. Has granite. But like I said, there's so many different living spaces. There's like a living room, a family room, a rec room, a sunroom, another living room. It just goes on and on. But technically, it only really has 3 conforming bedrooms. So it does have some interesting stuff going on with it. Here's kind of, I almost wonder if this was the original house and they added on the garage and all the other stuff. Hard to say exactly what happened. So kind of kitchen, dining room, sunroom, and then you could see in the original, like 10 years ago, there was almost like another patio surrounding this sunroom that was all enclosed. Now it is not enclosed. They kind of just made it a pergola and an open patio around the sunroom. So I don't remember for sure if it was just like a sunroom enclosed by another sunroom, but I think that's kind of what it was. Again, I'm not sure how many sunrooms you need, but I might have to go back and look at those pictures again. If those were all windows, that would be insane. So many windows. But I think it might have been. The other crazy thing that happened with this house, and the other agent who was here looking at it too, I know them and we've talked. I think we've done some deals together too. See that there was a mini split up there in that living room? This house used to have hot water heat, and apparently a year or two ago, someone broke in, stole all the copper, all the pipes for the hot water heat. So they ended up putting mini splits in on the upstairs. But then we'll show you some interesting stuff downstairs as well. Not a bad fireplace. It's kind of cool. And then if I'm doing weird filming and like looking at stuff at the same time for a while, it's usually because I'm waiting for someone to pass or get out of my way. So I know sometimes I still caught them, but I try to edit out those if I can. I don't always get that done, and then that's why I do the weird pauses sometimes. So sorry about that. But here we have 2 of the bedrooms up here, mini split in that room too. So a lot of these rooms, they put an individual mini split in each one, which is very interesting. Those are pretty expensive. I'm not sure, those aren't huge. I'm not sure exactly what those cost per unit, but it's got to be pretty pricey to be using individual mini splits on this property. And up here, you can kind of see the gravel pit activity, all the equipment over there. That's been going on for years and years, but eventually they'll close up those gravel pits, and they usually make them lakes. And so, they're not gigantic lakes, but Colorado doesn't have a ton of lakes, and if you've got lakefront property, it's actually pretty valuable. And I don't know how close the lakes would be to this. I don't know if you could see the lakes or not, but it would be kind of interesting to see how that progresses and evolves going into the future. Now this is your, primary bedroom. Someone got mad at me for saying the other word, even though I'm used to it for 20 years. Sorry about that. So for a house this big, not the biggest bathroom in the world, not the biggest bedroom either, but at least it has a primary bath. Some of these older houses, you might not even see that. And some of these updates, I believe, were done when I saw it a couple of years ago. Like this vanity, I think, was there, but some were not, like all the paint and some of the flooring. So that's kind of the real downfall in this house is the bedrooms. Definitely tons of living space, not so much for the bedrooms. There also wasn't a ton of closet space, and even less space because I could not get these doors to really open or operate. So that really decreases your closet space. But there you go. And we were thinking there'd be more bedrooms downstairs because I kind of remembered this part of the house and the crazy part of the house, but I didn't remember all the basements and everything. There's a closet. Hey, there. Maybe that's your. You think? Well, if you put a door to that in your primary bedroom, you'd really cut down on wall space and where you put your bed and all that stuff. So I was gonna say that'd be a lot nicer closet than what was in the bedroom before, but it might take away too much wall space to have another door in there because you've got your closet doors, bathroom door, another closet door. Might be too much. All right, here's the crazy walkway. And before they had kind of the unique fireplace down low with the tile down low. And I didn't mind that tile. I'm not a huge fan of tile, but that was kind of unique. You've got the stained glass on one side. You've got kind of a mirror on the other. And then over here, you don't have a mini split. You've actually got, I believe, electric baseboard heating over here they put in. So they have all kinds of different heating. If I look really tall in this room, it's because it's very short. Right there where I was standing was where my head touches. So I'm about 6'1" or so, and my head touches about a foot or two from the edge. So it's fine. It's got plenty of height in the middle, but it is a little lower than most rooms. You can see, yeah, little windows, gigantic walkway, big beams. Really interesting. But the only way to get here is across that walkway and up the stairs. And yeah, very unique. The windows are also really unique in this property too. Very tall, very skinny. And the walkway was kind of skinny too. Don't know how much of this house would meet code today, but that's okay. We don't get hugely concerned with code around here. All right, downstairs. Like, this could have been such a crazy house with the different levels and different stuff, but a little chopped up, and the rooms are a little weird. So that was the living room that we were in when we first walked in. And you have another bathroom here. And I noticed it later. Don't think there's any heat in this room. It's just passive heat from upstairs. And then there's that, your closet of stairs, which I couldn't figure out if those were attached to the other stairs. There's one big stairway at one point, and they split it up. And then they didn't have the stairs going up. I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of unique stuff going on with this property. Maybe this was all outside at one point before they did an addition. Who knows? Not sure. But yeah. That could have been the outside wall because it has a stained glass. I don't know. Lots of different stuff going on. Here's your laundry room with hookups. Everything's white, but they didn't quite get everything painted. What else is unique? And I didn't notice it till I got down here. That floor above is concrete. So your ceiling is concrete, and there's the old boiler that is not connected anymore because that's where they stole the pipes. And you can see where they cut everything off very unevenly and stole the copper and took everything. Now, it'd be very expensive to rerun all those for hot water heat, but so are the mini splits and the other stuff they did. And hot water heat is very efficient, works very well. The big issue with it is you don't have air conditioning with it. So with forced air, you can connect an air conditioner. With mini splits, you have an air conditioner. With hot water heat, you do not have an air conditioner. You have to get a separate system. So that's one downfall to it. So I kind of started to remember this basement when I came down here, and it's super weird. That room that is very small. You kind of have this room here with a closet, but no doors. maybe could be a bedroom, except your window looks out into the sunroom and is definitely not big enough for egress, so that really isn't a bedroom. Plus, I don't think it had a door. None of these really had doors, which was kind of odd. This one maybe could be a bedroom. That's when I noticed it was all concrete, which was interesting. You don't see too many ceilings that are built of concrete around here. Maybe in hurricane areas and different zones you do, but not so much around here. Closets again all over with no doors. I don't know if I noticed all the missing doors when I was there. And another kind of living room, rec room here. And the small windows too. And this is, remember, this is kind of your main floor, right? This might, I think the grade may raise up over here where, it's more basement-y-ish on this side. But when you walk in, this is the level you walk into. And then, at one point they had probably a wood-burning stove in here that is now gone. So while this property is huge and has so much space in it, not really very many bedrooms, and a lot of that space is a little bit unusable just because of how it's set up and the different staircases and little rooms and all the stuff going on. And then as I looked more and more, I don't think there was heat in any of that basement or lower level or main level, whatever you want to call this. Now this one had electric baseboard heat, but the other part did not. And then I was looking too, I'm like, well, this level kind of goes out. They had part of the house or the sunroom built out that far. Like, I was just trying to figure out, did they have a completely different floor plan at one point where it was a little more cohesive and bigger and they made part of it sunroom? Who knows? Who knows what was going on? It's hard to go back in time once you get past, 2000s, because then you're going to like MLS books and not the internet, and those aren't really around anymore. So that's the property. Very interesting. Let me know what you think about it. I kind of liked it a little better before, but I have pretty unique tastes in houses and like some weird stuff from the 70s and 60s and 80s, and where some people just want more modern things. So could be just me. All right. We'll have more updates on our properties, of course, the laundromat, liquor store, our flips, our commercial properties. We have a lot going on, so stay tuned for those. And once in a while, we'll show cool houses and interesting houses like this too. And of course, love to hear what you think on the properties. And we're buying some new stuff here soon, at least have some under contract. Not always sure it will go through, but it's looking pretty decent so far. Thanks for watching. We'll be back.